Jai Shri Krishna, welcome back. Today we are reading chapters 98 and 99 in the Ramayana. 98 is called Bharatha Identifies Rama's Hut. That Bharatha, the best among those who walk with 2 feet, after encamping his army, as per what he had been told by his father, approached Rama on foot. After encamping the army and assuring that the army would not transgress its limits, Bharatha said to Shatrugna, "O soft one, it is only proper for us to examine this forest carefully and quickly in the company of the hunters and other people. Let Guha, along with 1,000 people of our clan, all armed with bow and arrow, explore the forest for the presence of Rama. I myself, surrounded with ministers, citizens, teachers, and Brahmins, shall move about in the forest on foot. I shall not get peace till I am able to find the very powerful Rama, the strong Lakshmana, as well as Sita. Till such time as I see Rama with a moon-like face, lotus-like eyes, and an auspicious look, I will not be able to find peace. Till I catch hold of the feet of Rama, bearing the signs of royalty on his head, and saluting him with my head, I will not be able to obtain peace. Till he gets the kingdom, which was inherited from my father and grandfather, for which he deserves, and he is anointed with water as its king, I will not get peace. The son of Sumitra is indeed blessed, because he is seeing highly shining Rama, who has a face as pure as the moon, who has eyes resembling red lotus flowers. Sita, the daughter of Chanaka, is greatly lucky, and has accomplished her task, for she has been following her husband, who is the lord of the earth, bounded by the oceans. Rama is living on the mountain, which is like the Himalayan mountain, like Kubera in Nandana garden, and how fortunate is that mountain. The lustrous Rama, who is foremost among the people who wield weapons, is living in this forest frequented by wild animals, and so this forest is sacred." Saying this, the greatly lustrous, best among men, and very strong Bharatha entered the great forest on foot alone. That great expert in speech went through the mountain slopes with its large number of trees, with their crowns in full bloom. Going near the Sala tree at the top of Chitrakuta mountain, he saw the banner of smoke arising from the fireplace of Rama's hermitage. That great Bharatha, along with his relatives, after seeing that smoke, concluded that Rama was living there, and became as happy as a man who reached the other shore of the river. That great Bharatha, having heard that Chitrakuta mountain houses many sages, ordered his army to stay at a distance, and went towards Rama's hermitage along with Guha. Chapter 99 is called Bharatha Meets Rama. After encamping the army, Bharatha showed the way to Shatrugna, and eagerly went to see his brother. Bharatha, who respects elders, requested sage Vashishta to bring his mothers, and proceeded very quickly. Sumantra, who was also impatient to see Rama, like Bharatha, followed Shatrugna not far behind. After the majestic Bharatha, while walking towards the leafy hut of his brother in the solitude of ascetics, saw the thatched cottage. In front of the hut, Bharatha saw chopped logs of wood, as well as flowers which had been plucked. He who was proceeding to the hermitage to see Rama and Lakshmana, here and there saw stripped pieces of kusa grass and strips of wood tied on the tree to indicate the path. He also saw in the forest large quantities of heaps of dried dung of deer and bison, which can be used to heat themselves in the cold. That mighty illustrious one, seeing all these signs of residence, was greatly rejoiced, and spoke to Shatrugna and other ministers who were surrounding him. "We must have reached the place described by the sage Bharadwaja, and the river Mandakini is flowing not far from here. Here, long links of bark garments have been tied up so that at times people can identify the path. This is the place where the large-tusked mighty elephants are trumpeting and charging at each other. This black trail of smoke is seen from the hermitage of those ascetics living in the forest, who alone wish to maintain the perpetual fire. Here I will see Rama, the king among men, who wishes to honor elders, who is a gentleman, who is joyful, and who looks like sages. In a short time that Bharatha reached the Chitrakuta mountains as well as the river Mandakini, and he told his ministers, "That tiger among men, having reached the secluded forest, is sitting in a yogic posture on the bare ground. That Lord of Man Rama, with very great luster, has reached this state because of me, and is living in the forest after giving up all desires. Like this, being hated by the world, I would fall at the feet of Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana, seeking their grace." Bharata, lamenting in this way, nosed in the forest an excellent sacred and enchanting hermitage covered with an abundance of leaves from different trees, with a sacrificial altar spread with soft kusha grass. Bows, plated on the back with gold and resembling Indra's thunderbolt, which was powerful, capable of achieving great exploits and oppressing the enemies, adorned the hut. Arrows glittering like the rays of the sun, which looked terrible with burning heads, and stored in quivers adorned it, like a hooded serpent illuminating the city of the nether world. A pair of swords and scabbards made of excellent silver, 2 shields of different colors with golden spots, finger guards made of skin of an iguana decorated with gold were also hanging there. It was impregnable to an enemy horde, like a cave of lion to the deer. Bharata saw in Rama's residence a broad divine altar of fire sloping towards the northeast. When he examined the hut, he noticed his elder brother Rama, who was sitting there with matted hair. Rama, who was the lord of earth bounded by the sea, was like a blazing fire, seated and dressed in antelope skin and the bark of wood, with shoulders like a lion, and he was mighty armed, with eyes resembling white lotuses. He looked like the perennial protector of Dharma, like the creator Brahma, and Sita and Lakshmana were seated by his side on grass strewn on the earth. Having seen that, gentle Bharata, who was the son of Kakeli and the soul of Dharma, who was drowned in sorrow and grief, rushed towards his brother Rama. Seeing him wailing and voice choked with tears, and though he was not able to speak with courage, he said, "He, my elder brother, who should sit at the royal assembly attended by ministers, and his subjects is being surrounded by animals in the forest. That great Rama, who is a follower of Dharma, who is accustomed to wearing thousands of cloths, now wears only 2 pieces of deer skin. How does Rama, who used to wear many colored flowers, able to bear the weight of his matted hairs? That Rama, who used to accumulate dharma by the performance of various yagnas, is now accumulating it by getting his body tired. How can he, who used to coat his body with very precious senno paste, be able to bear it being coated now with mud? Rama has fallen in this great misfortune because of me, and bad behavior with him I am condemned by the world." Crying like this, with his face becoming like a faded lotus flower, and with sweat gushing out of him, he further wailed, and without reaching the feet of Rama, fell down. The very strong Prince Bharata, becoming jaded with sorrow, could only say, "My great brother," and he was not able to talk any further. On seeing the glorious Rama, with a sob-choked throat, he cried, "Oh, gentle one," and he was not able to talk further. Shatrughna also cried and fell at Rama's feet, and Rama embraced both of them and shed tears. The 2 princes, Rama and Lakshmana, met with Sumantra and Guha, and it was like when the sun and moon met Jupiter and Venus. Seeing the princes resembling the power of the herds of elephants in the forest, the inhabitants of the forest shed tears in great distress. Thus ends chapter 99. And the long-awaited meeting of the brothers. I found the description of Rama's hut very interesting. It's a fortified, or maybe it's not really fortified, it's just like that's where they hung this stuff up, and they actually are hunting. It's not like anyone's coming after him. Here we are, the great meeting, which sets the stage for the next few books. We're actually pretty much at the climactic ending of book 2, 18 chapters to go. So this is it. We've come so far. We have so far to go, but this is a very pivotal moment in the storyboarding of this. So until next time, thank you for joining me. Jai Shri Krishna.